Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're going to be playing some standard best of 3 and we're going to try out a list I found off MTG Melee from a Japanese tournament. List went 8-0. It's a blue-white tempo kind of flash, aggro, mid-rangey, buzzwords, synergy, agile deck. But it kind of caught my eye, looked pretty cool. So we've seen some variations of these blue-white kind of mid-rangey shells. They usually have some combination of like Usher of the Fallen, Luminarch Aspirant, Spectral Adversary, and now we get the buff with having Wandering Emperor in it. Some of them have been lowered to the ground aggressive. You have the White Adversary in there. But really what you're trying to do with this type of deck is just tempo out your opponent. You have like cheap effects like Fading Hope to bounce your opponent's stuff, some cheap counters. Spectral Adversary can phase things in and out. Kind of get around attackers, blockers, sweepers, stuff like that. Spellbinder attacks the hand. This version is playing Wedding Announcement, so it's not a pure flash deck. You have Announcement, which can give you tokens, anthems, as well as if you attack with 2 creatures, you could draw a card. A couple copies of Sigrid, God Favored. Exiles up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until Sigrid leaves the battlefield. Also happens to be have first strike. The protection from God creatures is pretty irrelevant text. Wandering Emperor, just such a good card, as well as kind of an interesting card. I want to see how it plays. Overcharge Amalgam, 4 mana, flash, exploit, counter spell, or spell activated ability or triggered ability even. So that's something to keep in mind. We make a lot of cheap tokens, so something cheap to kind of sack to the Amalgam. Otherwise, it's just a 4 mana stifle kind of effect at times. We got some creature lands and cave, as well as Hall, Otawaro, and a Janjo mixed in there. Sideboard wise, we got some portable holes for removal along with Valorous Stance and Skyclave Apparition. Then we got a counterspell package of Disdainful Stroke, Tested Talent, Negate, and Malavin Hermit. So kind of, here's your anti-creature package, here's your anti-control package. Get it, got it, good. So we'll play a couple games with this, see how it plays out, see how long these games go for how many we run. Standard tempo time. We're hovering around like 97%. I played in the MIQ over the weekend, which was sealed, and then just kind of played some Brawl off on the side, so I haven't really been pushing too hard on the ladder. Probably won't be going forward. Oh, one thing that's cool. I got my name updated. No more Bant Wolfren. We go first. I think generally we could lead on like 2, 3, 4 seems pretty good. Would have loved you the previous turn, but beggars can't be choosers. So I'm going to lead on Spellbinder next. I can attack their hand. We want to get rid of one of their exile style effects. If they have it on 2, if they attack in here, we're not going to take the trade. Announcement's a nice card as well, but I do think I lead this turn. Redain or Adeline. There is something to taking Luminarch Aspirant as well, but I think in the dark we just take Adeline here. I think we just try to race. They don't really have trample. They go Initiate. So they do have this Initiate that can take counters off. No blocks. So I do think we do this turn. This is an interesting block. I don't think they triple block here, so we just do this. The only thing is that attack means I don't get my token, but I think we're okay otherwise. I just want to try to pressure them in the sky. And like they need to take these counters off if they want, otherwise I start getting wedding announcement value. I just want to get them low enough that I can somewhat attack in the sky comfortably. They went really wide here. Get that. I think we just take the block here. They hit me for 5. So attack for 5. Play you out, hold you back. Should give me enough blockers. Because I do want to counter the Redain if possible. Okay, so here, before I go to blocks, so I block here, block here, block here. That's exactly 7 that I'm taking, so I do need to flash this in. Fortunately, we're 1 life point away from just being able to do what we wanted that game. So they play Redain. I need Fading Hope, or... Okay, Spectral Adversary. The problem is I can't even target. We are 1 point off. Because I can do this and I could kick it for 1 and I could pay 1, so it's actually not terrible. Let's see what they do here. I have to do it pre-combat because I can't get the... So, phase you out. I think we're good here. We might have stolen this from them. So block like this, block like this, block like this. And then I have 2 flyers. I have 3 flyers, so they block. They block this. They take 3 plus 3 is 6. Got him. Whoa, that one. We snuck that one out. So this is a Portable Hole Skyclave Apparition matchup. Get rid of Spell Pierce. How many lands do we play? 24, so trim on these Jawaris. The Amalgams aren't very good. Sigurd's fine. On the play, I'll probably get rid of a Spellbinder. I might just want these Malavant Hermits. The reason being, these are basically 2 bodies for 1. There's a consideration of Valorous stance, maybe over the Hermits. If they get to like 4 toughness, we can deal with them that way. That was just the patience line. That wasn't too bad. They went really, really wide. This can be a spell, but we really have no play on 2. I think we mulligan. Okay, it's not great, but Paladino class. Paladin class is a little annoying just because it makes my like flash threats a little worse. The first strike's annoying. We'll do this. So I can continue building my board. I think we just do this. Because it means I could Emperor next turn, depending on what they play out. If not, I just Aspirant and attack, and then make a token. Okay, so they're on the Baron's version. This is actually an interesting attack. So this would phase out. They could gain 4 life if they want. I think we're just going to just go wide here. I don't really want to play this post-combat. And like this, I have blockers for their intrepid adversary. Could take a 5 spot here. Do they trade an Aspirant? That seems like a pretty good deal. Like, they get a 2/2 back, but whatever. So we'll play this out now. I could target my aspirant.
Then guide it like water.
See what they do with their attacks.
Let your blade do
The
it.
Janjo is nice. I think we're just on the make a samurai plan past the turn. I just want to get this life linker off the board and then we're good. I think I'm kind of priced into doing this now. Fading Hope's great. Is it great? Like, I guess I could reset their thing.
Show them how we
Like, it's not super mana efficient here, but my guess is they've kind of pumped the mana into Paladin class here. Depending what they do here as well. Yeah, if it's just a spirit. Okay, so you're gonna give that double strike. So I'm doing this because here they'll gain 7 life, but now I can exile. Yeah. Got him. Tempo time. We don't really have a way to draw cards, and we don't have the wedding announcement out, but I think we did a good job there, just taking our time. Because of how double strike works, they deal the first 7 and then my thing's dead because they don't have trample, they don't gain the other. So while we do have to take like a turn off in the sense of like racing them, we win the long game. And in this matchup, I think we have to play control. Opponent goes first. This hand is very awkward in terms of mana. Alright. Let's try her out. Opponent's on 87%. Dismal Backwater Gamer. Could be something like Poison the Cup. We'll probably lead with the Spellbinder. While that does play us more into like a meat hook, I want to know what's in the opponent's hand. Okay, no Jawaris, nice. Onyx, Path of Peril, Wandering Emperor. So right now they're at 4 mana. That could be Doomscar that we see there. I think we're just gonna get rid of Emperor right now. So it's like Esper control. So they can get the second white here. They have another Foretell. So here, because it's likely Doomscar. Oh, I saw it coming. Okay. Pass the turn here. I want to pick off their Path to Peril. So they're doing this. Let's get another white source. It's a bit unfortunate that they had the field there. So we're in a bit of a decision point. And the reason being, this could be Doomscar. No, I think we do this. They'd consider Path to Peril, Professor Onyx. So I think we're just going to tax the hell out of their Planeswalkers. They likely have 2 sweepers, so I can't play around that. This is a matchup where game 1 we might be a little unfavored. That's a top land. Yep, called it. Doomscar Arena. What you got? Show me your secrets. Weird time to consider, but sure. So I'm doing this. If they have a land, they can activate the hall. They also have this one to worry about, the Wandering Emperor. Actually, it's gonna be pretty sick. So while I could have got 2 more points of damage in, I think playing around like a Path to Peril might be better. And then the flying's more relevant when they have 2 creature lands. That's a good sign. Deluge. So I'm gonna flash this in on end step regardless. They're probably looking for a sweeper. This will put him down to 7. And then post board, like, we get access to 6 counters. Yeah, 6 counter spells. This is what's the nice thing with Flash. We don't have to overcommit to the board. We can flash and stuff. End step, post sweeper. Okay, so this is a stroke, hermit, negate, test the talents. Coming out. Let's get rid of the fading hopes. So they have Path to Peril. I think largely Sigrid is pretty bad. I think we can probably cut a land because we're at 27. Keep the Jawaris in. To be honest, 26 is probably fine. Yeah, let's go 26. Or keep that, get rid of Adatwara. So we could play something like Valor Stance, but I think I play those on the plate. I don't really want to be holding up. Their win conditions are Planeswalkers. It's not like they're on Lier that we saw. Opponent goes first. I think we're fine here. Having 2 4-drop flash threats is reasonable. While I would like a 1-drop. Lead this on blue. Okay, double creature line's real good. I'd like some counter spells, but nah. Kaito Suzuki.
Hope you're ready for some mind.
Okay, create a ninja.
I've got all kinds of connections.
I think this turn I want to hit like a Wandering Emperor if possible. Let's definitely hit that. So they'll get the attack off regardless. But I can take out Kaido this turn. And we know if they hit a land,
What do we have here?
they may play it. Yeah. So at least one of their cards drawn was a land for the turn. See what they want to do here. I don't think Path to Peril is the best sweeper option. So here we just have like the world is our toolbox.
Well, I learned what I need.
I have the option of Jawari if needed. I could Wandering Emperor. I have Wedding Announcement, potentially. Overcharged Amalgam could be a counter spell. Good start. Notably, no blue mana with this hand. This turn, let's just differentiate our
We
threats.
must protect the people.
I think we want to play around Doomscar and just keep playing our lands, so let's do this.
I have got new moves to teach you.
No ninja stuff.
Back off.
So they do have Doomscar. Let's see if they have a counter spell here. That's fine. At this point, we're at parity. So Fracture can deal with this. So what I think I want them to do is basically set up their turn where they have to play Fracture for my Wandering Emperor. They play Path of Peril to sweep my board. I end step the Spectral Adversary to have an attacker. That's a decision. Here, just do this.
Strike fast and strike hard.
This could bait out a counter. I should have tapped different because they probably take me off a creature land here. And then I wanted 4 mana. Yeah, that seems very aggressive. Yeah, I should have done that. Because now I can't adversary. What I can do is tax them a mana. Or tax them 2 mana, or 3 mana actually, which still could be pretty good. Because they can't really afford to crew. That life is actually super relevant. think we keep the Emperor alive regardless. Because then with the Aspirant, like these three, I can get them to 4 damage. So we're doing this. Sure. And you're dead. Cool games. Cool games. Tempo time! Alright, this deck was sweet. 1-6-6-6. Back to the numbers at least. I think this deck did a lot of good things. 27 lions was a little heavy, I think. Oh, got a mythic. I think that's the only kind of point of consideration. Like, 27 is a lot. Like, I know 3 of these are spell lands, but we don't really have an inherent way to draw cards. What would I change? What would I change? So I think if we look at Untapped, they did have some decks. Let me just go to the deck list. Blue-white was here. I just want to see. The other version was a little bit more aggressive. Sorry, just applying the filters. What we might... Actually, what I would probably do... So what's our split? 14, 22... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. So I'd probably trim a Jawari. Probably trim a Sigrid. Think like that. And we have a couple options. What I would probably try out is Swirling Mists, March of the Swirling Mists. So I'd say like that, and even Kyodi, what is it? Kyodai. We might be too heavy on 4s with this. This giving something indestructible is not bad, but at the same time there's a lot of like Meat Hook style and Exile. I think just going to Swirling Mist would probably be what I would say. Just playing a configuration like that. Swirling Mist does a lot. Like it gets attackers out of the way, blockers, just really plays into this kind of tempo shell. If I'm looking at like another list here and they're on 26 lands, this would keep us at 26. I think 27 is just a little high, relatively speaking. This was fine, but I think game 1 with Swirling Mist, we could kind of tempo them. I honestly wouldn't mind even some more copies of Fading Hope. Plays pretty well, protecting like offense, defense, but this card's so good. I'm going to wrap this one up. Let me know what you think. If you've given a different kind of shell to this, or same kind of shell, different kind of configuration, let me know what worked for you. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.